I.S.U.P.K.
You know what it is. Make sure you log into I.S.U.P.K, cause it's all going up. We got the twins here. Everyone's inside, man. Know what it is, man. Don't know. Make sure you log in, subscribe. Here's the information here. Yes, my brother. Don't know. Don't know.
We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepared to die. We want no cowards in our camp, never let their brothers die. We want no cowards in our camp, only men prepared to die.
We are going to perish like our people have been perishing all this time, man. We got raped, robbed and pillaged for over 400 years, put on slave ships. We got murdered, man, by these other nations, man, because we didn't want to regard ourselves as the real Jews, the real Israelites that this Bible speaks of, man. The holy people that the Bible has told us we are, man. We didn't want to follow the instructions that the Most High given our people, man. And listen, our people perish, man. Our people look at each other as Negroes and Jamaicans and African Americans, man, when this isn't our real heritage, man. Our real heritage is the true Jews, the true Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. Read it from the top again.
Where there is no vision, the people perish.
And our people are perishing, man. Our people are dying, man. Our people are dying by abortions, man. Our people are dying by diseases, man. Our people are dying all over the place, man. Why? We're getting murdered by the police, brutalized by the police, man. Why? Because we don't regard ourselves as our true heritage, man. We don't regard ourselves as the Israelites that the Bible speaks of, man. But when we start doing that, we're going to stop perishing as a people, man. We're going to stop being at the bottom of society, man. Read on.
But he that keepeth the law, happy is he.
But he that keepeth the law, he that followeth the law, statutes and commandments of this Bible that was given to us by Moses after we fled Egypt. Happy is he, man. Real. Happy is he. He ain't dying, man. He is loving his brother, man. He's out here trying to be above these other nations, man, regarding himself as above these other nations. He is loving his brother. He is loving his sister. He is bringing his nation back to their true prosperity, man. Yeah, he's happy, man, and we're happy up in the I.S.U.P.K because we know who we are, man. We visualize ourselves above these other nations. We perceive ourselves and regard ourselves above these other nations, man. We are trying to be equal with no other nation, man. If you're not on this 12-tribe chart, if you don't fit into the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, we regard ourselves as above you, man. Read.
A servant will not be corrected by words.
Because we want to perceive ourselves as equal to these nations, as we was taught in Christianity, man. We were taught that God loves everybody. We were taught that we are equal to everybody. That's not in the Bible, man. You don't see how Leon Edwards don't kick off the African's head, man. Because we are better than them, man. We say all the trends on this planet, man. All these nations want to copy us. All these nations want to be like us, man. Because we are better than them. We win every sport, man. We win every 100-meter race, man. Why? Because we are better than these nations. Read.
And cooking too.
Man, verse 1. And cooking as well, man. Read.
Deuteronomy 29 verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make. Verse 3. Verse 2. And Moses called unto all Israel and said unto them, Ye have seen all that the Lord did before your eyes,
Moses spoke unto Israel, man, and he said, you have saw what the Lord has done before your own eyes, man. You actually seen this. You seen how the Lord destroyed these Egyptians, man. These Africans for our people, man. We actually seen the plagues that the Lord put on these other nations for our people, man. And what do our people do? We wanted to go back to Egypt, man. We wanted to go back to being alongside these nations, man. We wanted to go back to Christianity and the Islam mosque and serving these religions, man.
And in you see all that the Lord did before your eyes in the land of Egypt unto Pharaoh, and unto all his servants, and unto all his land. The great temptation which thine eyes have seen, the signs and those great miracles.
Read that verse again, that last one.
The great temptations which thine eyes have seen, and the signs and those great miracles.
Back then we actually seen the signs in person, man, and the great miracles that the Most High done for us. And we still see that today, man. We see the curses in the Bible fit black people, man. We see the curses that fit blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. We go into this Bible and actually show you who you are in this Bible, man. We know who we are. The I.S.U.P.K have been out here teaching this since 1969, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the real Jews, the real Israelite that the Bible speaks of, man. We know this. We see this, but we're not able to perceive it, man, because we see ourselves as below these nations, man. We don't want to see ourselves as the best nation on the face of the earth, man. Read.
Yet the Lord hath not given you an heart to perceive.
The Most High isn't giving us a heart to perceive, man. Our people can't perceive that we are the nation of Israel, man. Our people can't perceive or visualize and look upon ourselves as better than these other nations, man. Why is that? Because we want to remain in Christianity, man. We want to remain in Islam, man. We want to remain as Jehovah's Witnesses, man. All these religions are making us not able to perceive the blessings that the Most High has made for us, man. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. He has made us to be better than every other nation on the face of the earth, man. He has made us to be a holy people and a special people unto himself, man. But we don't want to perceive this, man. We don't want to look at ourselves as better than any other nation, man. Because we have been taught in slavery that we are nothing, man. We have been taught in slavery we are nothing better than slaves, man. We've been given all these religions which teach us that we are to remain at the bottom of society, man, under these other nations, man. And this ain't what the Most High wants for us, man. He wants us to perceive ourselves as better than every other nation, man. Regard ourselves as holy, man, so we can come back into our rightful place, man. So we can go back into our land and rule over these oppressors, man. And when we start perceiving ourselves as better, we will be better than every other nation on the face of the earth, man. We will stop abortions, man. We will stop killing our brothers, man. We will stop celebrating their Christmas and Easter, man, and start celebrating our own feast days, man, which were given to us. We will start participating in our own cultures, man. We will want to be separate from these other nations who only wish to destroy us, man. We only wish to keep us at the bottom of society, man. We will only wish to keep us in slavery for over 400 years, man, and kill our ancestors and torture our ancestors, man. When we start perceiving ourselves as better than these other nations, we will be better and we will rule over these nations, man. Read.
Yet the Lord hath not given you an heart to perceive.
He ain't giving you a heart to perceive, man, because you don't want to come up in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You don't want to come up in there and keep the laws, keep the feast days, keep the commandments of the Lord, man. Until you start doing that, you will not be able to perceive this Bible, man. You will not be able to perceive the true doctrine that the Most High has been teaching our people, man. That we are better than every other nation on the face of earth, man. Read.
And eyes to see and ears to hear unto this day.
Unto this day, man. We have no eyes to perceive ourselves as better than these nations, man. Because we have been taught that we are below these nations, man. We have been taught that we're nothing better than slaves, man. We have been taught we're nothing better than drug dealers, man.
Right.
We have been taught that we are below these other nations, man. But we are not, man. This Bible tells us that we are better than these nations, man.
That's right.
Get me, Job. Job chapter 9 verse 2. Until we come into these laws, statutes and commandments, we are not going to be able to perceive ourselves as better, man. We are not going to be able to regard ourselves as the professional nation that this Bible speaks of, man. Read.
Job chapter 9 verse 2. I know it is so of a truth, but how should man be just with God?
Read.
If he will contend with him.
How are you going to be just with God, man? How are you going to be just with God when you contend with God, man?
Right.
How are you going to be just with God when you're in the Christian church, man?
Right.
Or when you're in the Islam mosque, man? All these doctrines which keep black people at the bottom of society, man. How are you going to be all right with God, man?
Right.
When he teaches us to be better than these nations, man. To come out of these slave religions, man. To come out of these slave doctrines, man. To stop harming your brother, man. When you harm your brother, when you harm your own nation of people, you are not just with God, man. You are against God. You are not cooperating with the God that this Bible speaks of, man. When you don't want to be above these other nations, when you don't regard yourself as above these other nations, you are not just with God, man. You do not know the God of this Bible, man. Read.
He cannot answer him 1,000. He is wise in heart and mighty in strength.
The Most High God of this Bible is wise in heart and mighty in strength, man. You want to contend with the God of this Bible, he will kill you, man. He will slaughter you, man, for not keeping his instructions, man. For not following his laws, statutes and commandments, man. You think that you can do what you want to do? You can't, man. You have to keep these laws if you are black, Hispanic or a Native American Indian, man. You have to keep the laws, statutes and commandments of this Bible, man, or you will perish, man. Read.
Who has hardened himself against him and has prospered?
Who has hardened himself against the Most High God of this Bible and prospered, man? Nobody, man. You cannot harden your ears. You cannot harden yourself against the God of Israel, man. What happened to Pharaoh in Egypt, man? When he didn't want to let the Israelites go, man. His people got slaughtered, man. Because you want to harden yourself against the God of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. You cannot prosper against the God of black people, man. He will slaughter you, man. Read.
Which removeth the mountains, and they know not.
This mighty God can move of mountains, man. Which one of you people on this planet can move mountains like the Most High God, man? You can't, man. So you better do what he tells you to do, man. Before he takes you out, man. Read.
Which overturneth them in his anger. Verse 11. Lo, he goeth by me, and I see him not. He passeth on also, but I perceive him not.
We try and see God, man. We try to see the God of this Bible in the Christian church. We try to see the God of this Bible in the Islam mosque, man. But you can't perceive him, man. Because these religions will keep you at the bottom of society, man. These religions will keep you from loving your own people, man. These religions keep you from perceiving the God of this Bible, man. Who is the God of blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, man. The true Israelites, the true Jews, what the Bible speaks of, man. Read.
Behold, he taketh away. Who can hinder him? Who will say unto him, what doest thou? If God will not withdraw his anger,
You cannot question God, man, and he will not withdraw his anger for you not keeping his law, statutes, and commandments, man. He will not withdraw his anger for you being in the Christian church, man. For you celebrating birthdays, man. For you celebrating Christmas, man. He will not withdraw his anger. He will slaughter you.
Nobody tell you cry. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you are a black man like me. And it works out.
My whole life was trying to find something to follow. Had loyalty, every man tried to borrow. Felt pain and a lot of sorrow. Got betrayed, so packed, I didn't even have my heart broke. Living confused, about to lose hope. Cops got me on the side of the road like a sideshow. Need an antidote before I croak. Now I'm setting fire to Rhythm Man blues, call this guitar smoke. Rebel with no cause, trying to find direction. The world got me vexed. Picked up a bad liquor habit that's hereditary from oppression. Felt like my life was on fire, trying to find an exit. Now look, 10 G's plus a good wreck. Sometimes a follower is a soldier, trying to find a good shepherd. Plus when you in hell, how do you excel? With them the breath of life, I don't believe in fairy tale. Listen well to what I tell. No calling can cause pain, something that a rebel knows very well. Can't you tell I was sent from the Lord? Got a tongue like a